This video is about applying the properties of angle bisectors to solve for missing values. So our angle bisector is a ray that passes through the vertex and divides an angle into two congruent parts. So if TS, ray TS bisects our angle, RSU, these two angles are going to be congruent to each other. So in number 1 and number 2, US bisects angle CUB. So as soon as I see bisects the angle, I'm going to label that those angles are cut in half. So we know that CUS is 5x plus 30, and we know that BUS is 130. Now, these angles are each half of the larger angle, so we know that half is equal to half. So we have 5x plus 30 is equal to 130. We can solve by subtracting 30 from both sides. 5x equals 100. Divide by 5. So x equals 20. In number 2, again, we know that these angles are bisected. So we know that BUS is 4x plus 8. And this whole angle, CUB, is 10x minus 20. So this time they are not equal to each other because we have half of an angle and we have a full angle. So remember that 2 halves equal a whole. So we need 2 times the half angle to equal our whole angle. So 2 times 4x plus 8 is equal to 10x minus 20. We can distribute the 2. 8x plus 16 is equal to 10x minus 20. We can subtract 8x from both sides. 16 is equal to 2x minus 20. We can add 20 to both sides. 36 is equal to 2x. When we divide by 2, x is 18. In number 3, we have that RD is an angle bisector. So again, I'm going to label that my angles are bisected. Solve for x and find the measure of angle FRE. So if our angle is bisected, we have a half angle and a half angle. So remember, our half is equal to a half. So we have 4x plus 32 is equal to 6x plus 10. We can subtract 4x from both sides. 32 is equal to 2x plus 10. Subtract 10 from both sides. 22 is equal to 2x. When we divide by 2, x is 11. Now we are looking to find measure of angle FRE, so that is those two angles put together. So I'm going to put 11 into both angles. So I can have 4 times 11 plus 32, which is going to get me 76 degrees, and 6 times 11 plus 10, which is also 76 degrees. So I can add those together. So the angle of FRE is equal to 76 plus 76, 132 degrees. In number 4, YN is an angle bisector. Solve for x. So if it's an angle bisector again, that angle is cut in half. We know that AYN is 2x plus 4 and RYA is x squared minus 24. So this time again we need 2 halves to equal our whole angle. So 2 times 2x plus 4 is equal to x squared minus 24. We can distribute 4x plus 8 is equal to x squared minus 24. Because there's an x squared and an x term, we're going to have to factor. So we want to move over the 4x and the 8. So we get 0 equals x squared minus 4x minus 32. So we need two numbers that multiply to negative 32 and add to negative 4. So we're going to have x minus 8 and x plus 4. Switch our signs, so x is 8 and x is negative 4. Now, When I put 8 into both angles, 8 squared minus 24, and 2 times 8 plus 4 is positive. When I put in -4, 2 times -4 plus 4 is negative, so that answer is out. Then we want to find angle RYN. So remember that RYN is also a half angle, so it's the same as AYN. It's also 2x plus 4. And we know x, so the measure of angle R. Please solve for x and find the requested information. Ray IT bisects angle GIA, and ray IN bisects angle TIA. So first of all, we know that IT bisects our larger angle, so it has split this angle into half and half. Then we have IT, which bisect that half into a fourth and a fourth. So we are given angle TIN is 5x plus 6. That is 1/4 of the angle. And we are given angle TIA is 8x plus 16, which is half of the angle. So we need 2/4 or 2/4 to equal a half. So we're going to multiply 2 times 5x plus 6 is equal to 8x plus 16. So when we distribute, we get 10x plus 12 is equal to 8x plus 16. We can subtract 8x from both sides, and we can subtract 12 from both sides. So we get 2x equals 4. When we divide by 2, x equals 2. So now we want to find angle GIA. So in order to find GIA, we know that's the whole angle. So we need either 2/2 or 1/4 or 4/4. So I'm going to do 4 4. 2 times 5 plus 6 gets us 16 degrees, and that's a fourth of the angle, so we need 4 of those times 16 to get 64 degrees. In number 6, again, remember that IT bisects the angle, and IN bisects that half into quarters. So we know here that AIN is x plus 3, and we know AIG, this whole angle, is 12x minus 20. So if we have a fourth of an angle and a full angle, we need 4/4 to equal one whole angle. So we have 4 times x plus 3 equals 12x minus 20. So we get 4x plus 12 is equal to 12x minus 20. We can subtract 4x from both sides and add 20 at the same time. So we get 32 is equal to 8x. Divide by x. So 8 is 4. X is 4. Once we know x is 4, we want to find GIT. Well, GIT is half of the angle. So if I find x plus 3 is 7 degrees, that's a fourth. So we need 2 of those to equal our angle, which is 14 degrees. In number 7, we have, remember again, IT splits the angle in half, and IN splits the angle in fourths. So we have GIT is 63 minus 4x, and we have TIA is 51 minus 3x. So they are both half of the original angle, so they are equal. A half equals a half. So we have 63 minus 4x is equal to 51 minus 3x. We can add 4x to both sides. And we can subtract 51 from both sides, so we get 12 is equal to x. Once we know 12, we want to find GIA, so I'm going to plug in x to one of my angles. 63 minus 4 times 12 is 15 degrees. and GIT is half, so we need 2 of those, so 2 times 15 is going to get us an angle of 30 degrees. In number 8, ray BD bisects angle ABC. So first we're going to draw that picture. So we have angle ABC. Then we have ray BD, and it is bisecting this angle. We know that AD is 3x plus 30, and ABC is 14x minus 20. So in this case, we have a half an angle and a full angle. So we need two halves to equal our whole. So we have 2 times 3x plus 30 is equal to 14x minus 20. We can distribute 6x plus 60 is equal to 14x minus 20. We can subtract 6x from both sides and add 20 to both sides. So we get 80 is equal to 8x. When we divide, x is 10. Once we know x is 10, we want to find the measure of angle ABD. So we know ABD is 3x plus 30. So we have 3 times 10 plus 30, which gets us 60 degrees. In number 9, S is on the interior of angle RPT. So here is angle RPT. We're going to draw S on the interior in a ray. We know that angle RPT is 72 degrees. RPS is x squared plus 18. And SPT is 4x plus 22. Find the value of x and then determine if PS is a bisector. So first thing we want to do is we want to solve for x. We do not know if it's a bisector, so we're going to treat this as an angle addition property. So we're going to add the angles together. X squared plus 18 plus 4x plus 22 is equal to our whole angle 72. X squared plus 4x plus 40 is equal to 72. We can subtract 72. X squared plus 4x minus 32 equals 0. We need numbers that multiply to negative 32 and add to 4. So we have x plus 8 and x minus 4 equals 0. When we switch our signs, x is negative 8 and x is 4. Now, when I substitute negative 8 in, 4 times negative 8 plus 22 is negative, so we're going to cross that out. So just x is 4. We're going to put that into our angles. So 4 times 4 plus 22 gets us 38 degrees. 4 squared is 16 plus 18 gets us 34 degrees. So does PS bisect RPT? No, PS does not bisect angle RPT because the angle is not divided into two congruent angles.